Cancers, it's Nick. This is your weekly reading. I hope you guys are all doing well. We are covering May 13th to May 19th, and today Mommy Nick is comfy and cozy because my baby Skylar was up bright and early, so it's kind of been a long morning for me, but I'm excited to be here, excited to do your reading, so let's get started. All right, so we're gonna go into your health, career, work, finances, and love, romance, dating, or relationships, like we always do for your weeklies. And then if you watch the weekly astro energies that I posted before all the weeklies, we're gonna do a message for Mercury going into Taurus this week using this animal spirit oracle deck that I've used before. You see me use in like the monthlies and mid-monthly readings, so these aren't new. These are different than the ones I used last week. And we're gonna see maybe like what you need to think and or communicate about at this time, so you can have or experience more stability, security in your life, and at least until maybe Mercury moves into Gemini. And don't mind, the gardeners are outside mowing the lawns. It happened to be the time I started, so we'll just try to work around it. All right, so, and then don't forget, I'll have the link to the extended reading below in the description box if you're interested afterwards as a part 2 and a continuation. Great, just my luck, but it's okay. Let's keep going. All right, so for all my Cancers, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus, what is their message for Mercury moving into Taurus? So what do they need to think and or communicate about so they can experience and have more stability and security at this time? All right, guys, so you guys got Kiwi, and the Kiwi says, do a walking meditation each day for the next week. Do a walking meditation each day for the next week. So just going outside or going for a walk, or maybe walking, inside the gym on the treadmill or whatever it is that you prefer to do. Go outside or walk. Do a little 15, 10 minute, 20 minute, an hour walk, whatever you're able to do, and use that as a time to maybe meditate. Like, maybe don't listen to music or look at your phone. Just kind of like be immersed in nature, or just try to like be present and maybe not have too much on your mind. So do a walking meditation each day for the next week. Maybe some of you are working on your health, maybe you're trying to get your steps in, or maybe you really want to try to keep up your health and stay a little bit more active and fit in an easy, simple way you could do every day. So maybe walking will help you with that, but also help you with your mind and meditation, and kind of get you in a good, peaceful, healthy place mentally, but also physically. Okay? All right, I know walking for me is such like a lifesaver, just to walk with Skylar and his dad and Nala. It's kind of our own little like family thing that is easy to do and kind of gets us all outside, and Skylar is like happy about it. It's like helps calm him down if he's being really fussy or crying. So we like walking, especially when the weather is nice. All right, so when it comes to your health for this week, my dear Cancers, you guys got here the 4 of Cups in reverse. Okay, so this week, Cancers, I feel like if there was something you didn't see or you didn't feel before, this week you will see it. This week you will notice it. This week you will feel it, or you'll appreciate it. Like maybe last week you didn't want to eat something, or last week you didn't feel like going somewhere or doing this activity. This week you might actually feel like it, or this week you may change your mind and be like, okay, I'll eat that, or okay, I'll go there, or you know what, I didn't notice this last week, but now I notice it, or I appreciate it. And maybe it was something that you were just ignoring, or you maybe took for granted, but now you kind of realize, actually, this is pretty cool, like I can enjoy this, or it's better than what I thought. I'll make the most out of it. So what you were feeling maybe before, you may actually now feel differently, but actually appreciate something that maybe you weren't appreciating previously, okay? And maybe something that you weren't comfortable with, or you're like, nah, like it wasn't good enough for you, but this week you'll probably be a little more open to it, or receive it a little bit better, okay? All right. Or like maybe last week you were kind of in a mood or feeling kind of like, like just not in the mood. This week maybe you're feeling a little more open, or maybe happier possibly, or at least when it comes to like your health. And and maybe your comfort levels. All right, and then when it comes to your work, school, career, and finances, you guys got the Wheel of Fortune. Nice, we like this. So you got some luck and money, luck with your finances this week. You may score a nice paycheck, a nice bonus, a good tip maybe land a good job or a new position or an opportunity. Maybe you find money on the floor. Like, it could literally be anything. Or you got into some class or course you really wanted to get into, or accepted into a college or university that you were really excited about. You may just land some opportunity that takes your career to the next level. So money and opportunities are looking really good, and you may get really lucky, or you're like, oh my gosh, how did this happen? This had to be luck. It had to be luck. It'll be so good that you almost feel like it's too good to be true, and you feel really lucky, really fortunate. Okay, so keep your eyes and ears peeled, and don't look at yourself as small. Reach for the stars, because you just never know what could happen or what opportunity could land in your lap this week. Okay, so you're going to be at the right place, the right time, maybe meet the right person, or submit your application at just the right moment when yours gets noticed and picked up and chosen over the rest, possibly. Maybe you win something, maybe you get recognized, or you get chosen for something that's really cool and maybe rare and hard to get into. So you could get really good news this week. Maybe you get paid a little bit extra, or you get recognized for something, but it looks like something's gonna go in your favor, okay? Or you get chosen, you get picked, or you end up in a better situation than you ever dreamed of or you ever imagined. So opportunities are out there, my dear Cancers, and it's looking really good. So money, finances, opportunities are on your side this week. I like it. Now, when it comes to your love, romance, dating, or relationships, maybe your personal life, this area, maybe things get a little bit complicated. So on your side, we have here Justice in reverse, Two of Cups, and the Five of Pentacles. All right, so some of you might have Libra in your chart, maybe other water like Pisces or Scorpio, or a little bit of Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Then on this other side, for this other person, this can be the past, present, or future situation, or all three, all the above. We have Three of Swords, the High Priestess, and the Six of Pentacles. So as far as who you could be dealing with, it can definitely be a Pisces or a Libra, maybe another air sign like Gemini, Aquarius, okay? But mainly see here Pisces or Libra energies, but it doesn't have to be. It could be any sign, like I always say to you guys. It could just be the energy this person is embodying, playing out, or maybe be like a mixed match of one of those. So I am seeing now right off the bat that the number 2 is repeated twice here. So I do feel like there is a level of connection, especially an emotional connection between the two of you, and you do relate to each other in an emotional way. And maybe there are things you have in common. Maybe you guys are good friends, or you started off as good friends, or you do have like a understanding of each other to a certain extent, okay? That helps keep you connected or keep you together. This person's first, middle, or last name could start with a B as in boy, J as in jam. And I feel like here the trouble you may be having with each other at this time could be that this person's going through some pain or heartbreak, or maybe you had an argument or misunderstanding and they're a little butthurt, or they're a little in their feelings about it, and you may feel like it's unjustified though, because maybe you don't think it was your fault, or it wasn't that bad, or it wasn't that extreme, or you're just concerned that they're so upset about it and you can't do anything about it, or you feel like it's out of your control. Like, how do I fix this? I don't really know. How do I make it better? And they're just kind of heartbroken or sad or in their feelings, but also they're internalizing their feelings and emotions and maybe not expressing it to you. They're being a little bit like reserved and like, distant possibly. And right now it seems like they're being more quiet, keeping to themselves, and just like reading the room. And so it's hard to help someone, because you may want to help them or make things right, but it's like they're not letting you, they're not letting you in, and you want to make it right. So it could have been something that maybe was your fault, maybe it wasn't your fault, maybe it had nothing to do with you, but you feel like whatever the situation is unjustified, it's not fair, it's not right. Or maybe you know you were in the wrong and you want to make it right, but they're not letting you, and they're just like sad in their feelings or heartbroken, or maybe taking it to extreme and you don't even think it was that deep, it was that extreme, yet here they are and maybe acting like it's like the end of the world, or like it's, you know, how could you do that, how could you say that, or you don't understand. And because you care deeply and you really want to see them happy, you are trying your best to comfort them, to say, hey, you know, how can I help you? How can I make this right or make you feel better? But they're not kind of letting you in, or they're not receiving or receptive to your love, to your compassion as well. Or maybe they are, but they're kind of not opening up or saying much. You're like, well, are you okay? Do you feel better? Or what's going on? Like, they're not giving you anything to work with, pretty much, even though you're trying. And at the end of the week, you may be feeling kind of like lost or confused and feeling like they pushed you out, and so now you're kind of feeling isolated and alone and don't know what to do about it. Yet maybe they're receiving help from someone else, or like someone else could be very generous towards them, or maybe trying to help them, yet you would have helped them, but they're not receiving your help or letting you help them. And so you just may be feeling like, what am I supposed to do? You just pushed me out, or you're not letting me support you in the way that I would like to. Yet they are maybe receiving help from someone else or others, possibly, when you were always there. You could have been the one that was doing it instead of someone else. Or it could just feel like you're doing so much, but they're not accepting it or willing to see the effort or acknowledge the effort that maybe you're putting out there and showing them. Okay, so there's some complicated stuff going on here, where like you are trying to make things, you feel like things are not fair, but you're trying anyways, but they're not making it easy for you. And so you're kind of like a little bit frustrated, or feeling left out, feeling kind of alone, kind of isolated, and they maybe are pushing you away a little bit at this time. And I do feel like they're trying to, there's something that was said, like some kind of communication, or was communicated, or maybe not communicated, and mentally or in that either communication or something that was said has like affected them, and so that's what's causing them to feel a certain way and act in this way, where they would rather get help from someone else than from you. All right, so let's continue on and extend it to get more information, to see where their energy is at, what are they thinking, what are they feeling when it comes to you, what they don't want you to know that maybe you should know, and what their next action or move will be towards you, and then followed up with your advice at the end. Okay, so we'll continue on in the extended. Link will be below. I will see you guys there. If not, I'll see you for your next reading. All right, take care. Bye.